Citizens comments or comments?
Eric Patterson, 920 Foster Street. I've been coming to these meetings for 10 years. I just wanted to read an excerpt from this little jingle. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. If you know what to talk to a horse, of course. It is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. I've been coming to these meetings, like I said, for 10 years. This will probably be my last board meeting, so I'll no longer be facilitating information. So I just hope you guys up your communication with the residents, utilize the new website, the email database that you're going to start creating. I saw it. It was beautiful. The village is starting to up their communications once a week. I'm not sure what the library is doing, but their YouTube videos are like the Park District's videos. Nobody's really watching. So in leaving after 10 years, I just like to say communication is the key. You want to get feedback. They don't necessarily have to come to the meetings like I have, but the more you get this information out to people, they can watch it on their own, on their phones. That's the way things are going. Focus on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the other social media. Everybody's on their phones. Nobody's reading newspapers anymore. Newspapers are losing revenue because they've been relying on classifieds all these years. And without classifieds, they can't pay their staff and their support staff, their legal orders and stuff. So that's it. Thank you for a good 10 years.
Thank you. Consent agenda.
I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee to approve 2 items of minutes and 2 items of financial reports. Minutes of the Committee of the Whole meeting held on August 3rd, 2016, and the minutes of the Board meeting held on August 7th, 2016. We have 2 financial reports, including first the cash on hand and budget report dated August 31st, 2016, and finally the voucher list dated September 21st, 2016, in the amount of $147,171.82, subject to audit.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call roll.
Commissioner Bruner? Aye. Commissioner Manow?
Aye.
Commissioner Ashton?
Aye.
Commissioner Staley?
Aye. That's it?
That's it. For consent.
Director's report?
Yes, so I had my third of 4 community input meetings on Saturday. I only had 2 individuals, but we had a really good conversation for about an hour and 15 minutes. But I want to stress that the last one is September 27th. It is Tuesday, 6:30 here in the community center. I've got some commitments from District 70 to get the information out. The library said that they would help as well as the village. So I'm hopeful to have a bigger crowd for our last input on our strategic plan. And that concludes the report.
Thank you. Attorney report, nothing. Unfinished business, administration and finance.
Yes, there are 3 motions, 2 to 3 motions from administration and finance. I'm wondering, is the 3rd motion for after? So I have 3 motions, 2 motions at this time. First, regards travel, meals, and lodging policy. That is, I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee for the Board of Park Commissioners to adopt ordinance number O-06-16, travel, meals, and lodging policy, and the policy may be made part of the Commissioner's General Practices Manual.
For a second? Second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to make clarification, Georgie, you had asked about if we're required to purchase the insurance, and that is a requirement from Derma, that if we do, yes. So.
Okay. And this is strictly a housekeeping
Yeah, we're required.
request, right? Okay. Call the roll?
Commissioner Manow?
Aye.
Commissioner Ashton?
Aye.
Commissioner Bruner? Aye. Commissioner Staley?
Aye.
Second, I have a motion regarding prospective board candidate policy. There's, I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee for the Board of Park Commissioners to adopt prospective board candidate policy, which will be made part of the Commissioner's General Practices Manual.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, I just want to stress that we did make the corrections or the deletions to the policy as per board direction.
And this new policy will ensure that anyone wishing to run for commissioner will be treated equally and fairly.
Absolutely.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Ashton.
Aye.
Commissioner Berger. Commissioner Romero.
Aye.
Commissioner Stan.
Aye.
That's all for administration and finance at this time.
Is there any new business brought before the board tonight? Hearing none. Commissioner Mano. Commissioner Dorsey. Chico is not here. Okay, Commissioner Brunner. Commissioner Ashton.
Yeah, two comments. One regards, we passed some evaluation forms, and I've delayed on those forms, and I feel it's uncharacteristic of me. I am sorry, and I'll get the form. I will complete and submit the form as soon as possible.
Thank you very much.
Second comment regards my position on the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll try to keep it brief. I want to mention the comments for two reasons. One is we have a new commissioner, and I don't know if she's familiar. And two, there's been a buzz in the news about co-athletes and his position on the national anthem. So I just want to say I have pledged allegiance to the Constitution of the United States when twice in my life. Once when I took this office, and before that when I promised to follow the Constitution to get my law license. And the way I interpret constitutional law, I feel like asking citizens who may come and attend the meeting to get up and lead them in doing the Pledge of Allegiance. I just believe it's beyond the scope of my authority. The position is not connected with any political or social issue whatsoever. I don't consider it a protest. I just think it's beyond the board's power to do that. That's it, and that's all. Finally, I just want to say one of the things that's upset me most over the years is that some people interpret it as a lack of appreciation on my part for sacrifices that people have made to live in the wonderful land we live in. That's upsetting because I feel like I do appreciate those things, and at times while I'm sitting here silently, I do contemplate those kinds of things, just why we're here, able to do what we do, and the work that people have done to make that happen. And I do appreciate it, and it's really the sum of where I'm coming from on that.
Can I express a comment back?
Sure.
I just want to say I appreciate that is your right not to say the pledge during the time that we do it. So I respect your right to do that because that's why we have this free country that we do, and I just want you to know I take your criticism.
Okay, I just
wanted you to know that.
Okay, I just wanted to elaborate a little bit. It's that I also feel that everybody who comes to the meeting has the right to do it. So that's why that adds a layer to my thought on the subject, is that I don't want to ask anybody to go there if that's not what they want.
Thank you. I want to thank all of the staff. We had our distinguished agency evaluation team here, and I came and I met with them in the morning. I don't know exactly what the results were, but I want to thank everyone who participated and helped that. And maybe this time we'll get the distinguished agency award that we really want. Okay. I'd also like to recognize Keith White, who's in the audience tonight, whose father was a park commissioner and his mother was a park commissioner. So Keith's got a long history with the park district, not only being a lifelong resident of Morton Grove. So nice to see you. That's all I've got. Is there a motion to go in executive session?
I'll make a motion to go, for the board to go into closed session in accordance with the Open Meetings Act, Section 120/2C1, 120/2C11, and 2C21.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Call the roll.
Commissioner Ashton.
Aye.
Commissioner Berger. Commissioner Romero.
Aye.
Commissioner Stan.
All right.
The in open session. It is 7:07. Dan Ashcott making a motion from the Administration and Finance Committee in regards to closed session review. I move to accept the recommendation of the Administration and Finance Committee to adopt resolution number R-07-16, closed session.
Discussion? Hearing none? Call the roll.
Did we get a second?
Second. Any discussion?
Commissioner Ashton? Commissioner Romero?
In all fairness, Bob, I don't know how you did this before. When you go on rotation, I don't have to be last. In all
Oh, I was
fairness,
always told that President was last.
not on
From
the
day
board.
one.
Okay, right, that was the old board. Now, I'm just saying,
Okay.
it's not, to me, it's not fair to the board
Okay.
that the president is
I
last.
didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the
Well,
first
if you
things
think
Brian
about it.
Sullivan told me.
Okay, I thought you go in a different order every time. I didn't
Correct.
notice that one person.
Right, but in this board and the
Yeah, I
library.
know, I'm just saying that
Right.
most boards,
Right.
a president doesn't go anywhere unless there's a town meeting.
Oh, really?
On the village board, the president doesn't go.
Right, only if you're elected as president. If you're elected on yourself, like a school board.
Well, that's right, for sure, that's right. you're
Right,
right.
and to me, the fact that I always get to vote last, I can sway a vote. I can change, I can vote for or kill it, till they. That's not, to me,
Well,
that's
but
not.
president down so fast, and then come back, you know.
Well, not here. Once, I have to vote, president, no,
You can't pass it.
no. I mean, it's fair to
Sure.
people on the board.
Do whatever you tell me.
I don't know if anybody disagrees.
And I'll make the motion to adjourn then if we want.
Okay.
I can second. Which I can do. All in favor? Aye.
What's that?
I mean to say that.